Welcome back to the Post Run Podcast. 5 miles, 9 minutes, 52 seconds. 5.07, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Anyways, today's run is done. Felt pretty good. I was supposed to go like 2 to 3 out of 10 out of exertion rate for 10 minutes. Then for 30 minutes, go about a 5 or a 6, and then go back to a 2 or a 3. I felt like I was fairly accurate in my RPEs for today, so that's feeling good. Run felt slightly easy, a little bit hard in the middle. I think I might have pushed a little bit harder and dialed it back down and maybe kept it more consistent throughout the end section, but getting better. Came home, did nothing today, so that's a-okay. Not really, but I'm being sarcastic. I'm going to write my goals down on the whiteboard and then see, depending on what time it is, if I can get some of the module stuff done. Did not order the blackout curtains and the stuff that I need to order. Not sure if my microphones that I bought a few months ago were fake as I was plugging it in, so I'm going to send pictures over to the company, see if they can let me know whether those are fake or not. But I'm just trying to make progress. Was slightly lazy. Main thing, get home, shower, read Bible, and then probably try to get some of the try to read some of the modules and write some stuff down, because I need to start moving forward there, as well as I'm trying to build kind of like a vision wall, or vision board, write down my goals and stuff. I had piano stuff up when I had my piano out there, but I'm just going to switch it and put down some vision board stuff. And yeah, just trying to make a little bit of progress each and every day. Hopefully I can record a podcast soon. I messaged some friends about starting a Bible study group. One of them, I was pretty sure he wasn't religious, but he had posted some stuff recently. So I didn't know if he was kind of like maybe finding some faith like myself, because I think he's agnostic, but I believe he's Jewish. He did a trip recently, so I wasn't sure if he was like practicing Judaism or if he was open to Christianity, because he was he's very open as a person, and so I just really wasn't sure what was up with what he posted. And I love him and I miss him, and I hope to see him soon. And then another friend of mine, just a really chill guy, just thought he might be like Christian or Catholic, so I reached out to him. He wasn't interested as well. Said he's not super religious, so completely understand. Like, I'm not trying to force my faith on anybody. My door will always be open if anybody wants to come and learn, and if not, they don't have to, you know? Like, my relationship with God is not theirs, and so I just want to be an open ear. I don't want to be somebody that judges or like preaches onto them. I'm okay with preaching and talking about stuff, but I don't want to be the person that tries to force somebody into something, because I know that highly deters me. And so I'll always talk about it, but I'll never try to force it on anybody. I think that I'm in people's lives potentially to talk about God when I'm just talking about what's going on in my life, sharing it with them, and hopefully I can be an example like Jesus, show love, kind, and be caring. And when people ask me, or if people ask me, depending on how well I'm representing myself, why do you seem different, I can say Jesus. Because whether I question my faith in him or not, he is the person that I would like to role model my life after, since I think that whether his miracles were real or not real, whether you want to believe it's fictional or not fictional, because it's the thing that I find myself struggling with sometimes. He was a real person. He did come on this earth. And even the idea of Jesus, I think, just points you towards God if you follow his way. But yeah, so I reach out to some other friends. I'll see what their responses are. Like I said, trying to grow my faith with God, finish the Bible by the end of the year, figure out what I'm figuring out, grow a personal relationship with him. And I just want to be open to accepting Jesus for exactly what it says that he is in the Bible, and not just think of the Bible as like, not to be blasphemy or anything like that, blasphemous, but not to think of the Bible as like Star Wars or Harry Potter or this thing that I'm super involved in and I like the idea of, but I wish it was real, but I don't fully believe that it's real. And so that's the thing that I struggle with and I'm trying to figure out. And so I think that you are who you surround yourself with. And I have a good amount of guys around me that, from my understanding, believe in the Bible, accept Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior. And that's something that I would really like to do, but I struggle with sometimes. So trying to figure that out, something to work on there. And yeah, so read the Bible, do my thing, write down the quotes, build that. There's some other goals that I want to get done this year, and I'm going to write those up on my board and build out my vision board slowly, try to start back up my podcast. Got a few more things, but reach out to some people, try to get some stuff started, as well as maybe have some of my own episodes. So if you're watching the post-run podcast, this is just something for me to go ahead and ramble after I'm done running, to kind of get thoughts out of my head and practice speaking into the camera again. Not that I'm doing super great at doing that for a podcast, because I tried to record something yesterday and it felt like I was just mumbling a bunch of shit. To be completely honest, I felt like I was doing way better speaking into here when I'm just walking and talking and thinking what's on my mind. But I would like to get some bullet points down of things that I'd like to discuss, things that are going on, talk about how I feel post Running Man and the goals that I entered and what I'd like to do before I turn 26, from 25 to 26, and reaching out and building progress, building a Christ-based community, trying to reach more people. My brother left for Hawaii today, and I really wasn't thinking much of it. Not because I don't miss my brother, but because he's always doing stuff all the time, and he's always out of the house. But me coming home and not having him there, I do feel like something's missing. And it's weird because I don't always feel that case with my parents all the time. Like, they could be gone for a while and come back, and obviously I miss them, but I feel like I'm just kind of like an out of sight, out of mind person. Like, that's just something that I always feel, and I don't think it's a bad thing. It's like, I mean, I've had it so that people pass away and I forget that they're away because they're not around me all the time. And I don't know, I just, with death, I feel like when it happens, it's something that I'm just like, okay. And I feel like they're just in a better place. It's just something that's in my head naturally. But when someone's not around me because they choose not to be around me, that's when it's like, oh, I don't like that. Like, how can I fix that if I love that person? But I say this to say I'm gonna miss my brother, because I know he's gone for a while, and he was gone for like a month or something, and that was fine. He had fun and he came back, but him being gone this long, it just feels weird. He's always like in and out, and we don't spend like a ton of time together, but we're always there and we can always talk to each other. And he's just like he's a very outgoing person. And so I doubt he'll see this, but if he does, I love you, bro. I hope that you enjoy your time in Hawaii. Speaking of that, I'm going to Hawaii. Now that he's there, we're gonna go visit him during November, like Thanksgiving break. So that's super fun. But yeah, I miss him already, and maybe it will dissipate, maybe it will linger, maybe it will teach me some stuff, but he's kind of the one that got me back into creating a relationship with Christ. Because, I mean, I've always believed in God. I always feel God in my presence, but I've never felt him more in my life than I ever have before reading the Bible right now. I mean, there are a bunch of coincidences that stack up to undeniable evidence of there being a God, even though I question my relationship with Jesus sometimes. But I'm learning more and more and why Jesus is the way to God, because he is God in the things that he's done. I don't know, I'm preaching at this point, but I'll do a podcast episode about this. My podcast is called Things and Thoughts. This is the Post Run podcast. Things and Thoughts will be where I share my thoughts on things and talk about things and my thoughts on them. And I'll talk to myself, hoping to talk to friends, talk to family, talk to strangers, and talk to experts or people that I find interesting. So you can check that out. Things and Thoughts, previously known as Devante Talks with Success, but will now be Things and Thoughts. So go check out Things and Thoughts. Be who you want to become until you become who you want to be. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.